Everyone has a different time of day that they are most creative. Everyone has different things they do that can make them feel more creative. First of all, the best way to be creative and to come up with ideas for things is to take some time. Usually it's a time of day that you find yourself to be able to come up with the most ideas. Again, in order to know that time of day, it just comes with practice and like experimenting and all that stuff. For me, the best time of day for me to be creative is at night, like really late at night when my brain is kind of freaking nuts. Take time, make sure that no one will distract you. Shut off your phone, shut off anything that will distract you, because I find that a lot of times when I'm trying to like write and come up with film ideas, I'll be like having some sort of block that I need to work through, but instead of working through it, I like pick up my phone and go on like Instagram or something, which is not good. If you want to make sure and be consistently creative, make sure and shut out all distractions, including phones and all the technologies of the world. Make sure, and especially I'm speaking kind of like about coming up with like film ideas or writing, but creativity also comes in like a ton of different forms, which I'm sure these apply to most forms, but like I might get a little bit specific here, and I'm just talking about like coming up with film ideas and writing, which is the way that I am most creative. Make sure that you write down everything that you think of. Whatever you're trying to come up with ideas for, whatever you're trying to create, make sure and write down every idea no matter how bad it is, because if you write down everything, then eventually something good will come out of it. There's been many times when I'm like trying to come up with something and all I can think of are bad ideas, but you just kind of have to write down those bad ideas and get through those bad ideas in order to get deep into the good ideas. Another way to kind of spark the creative side of your mind is to watch things that inspire you. For me, I have a list of films that I watch whenever I'm going through any kind of creative block that really just kind of give me ideas and inspire me to like get up and do something. Everyone has those movies, so just make a list of them. It doesn't even have to be movies, it can be pieces of other artwork, it can be photographs or paintings or songs. Oh my god, songs, yes. Songs are so good when trying to be creative. Songs are just like so inspiring, for me at least. So make a playlist on like Spotify or whatever for songs that inspire you, that help you come up with ideas. Just know that every artist in the entire world goes through like a whole roller coaster of creativity. There's going to be times when you just like, for the life of you, cannot think of anything, cannot be creative, cannot like make any kind of art. And I totally relate, and I know every other artist on the entire planet does as well. I think the trick is that when you go through those times when you are feeling creative and you are feeling inspired, take advantage of those times and get as much usage out of it, because before you know it, you will be going through another creative block again, and that is completely normal. So just acknowledge that you're going to have ups and downs of creativity, and just to kind of accept it and know that that's how it's going to be. So also one last thing that I've noticed for me when I'm trying to create art, sometimes I create art with an idea in my head of how other people are going to react to it. But one thing that I've learned that I actually tried to use on Bubblegum, which was my like almost latest short film, I wrote Bubblegum with the idea in my head that no one was gonna see it. And that's kind of how it has to be with art. You have to be creating things that you want to create and not trying to please everyone else. Because whenever I'm trying to like create art for other people, if I know I'm gonna post it or something, I'm always creating things that people won't think are weird, or things that people will like or that they'll understand. But the truth is, if you're an artist, you only need to create things for yourself, and if you stay true to your own voice and stay true to yourself, then other people will end up loving it. So just know that. So when you're trying to create art and be creative, try and have the thought in your mind that no one else is gonna see it. So that's one thing that just kind of helped me, especially on Bubblegum when I was having really bad writer's block. Those are my main tips on how to kind of get your creative juices running and how to make the most of your art and your creative times in life. So yeah, that's it. I hope this helped. Thank you for watching.